Let's run the fucking ball. Why didn't you just take a fucking knee?
This ends up on Pornhub. Sorry for your weird masturbation session.
Well, I tried without all the fucking noise, but it didn't work. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the show. This is gonna start out as not a football show because there's something that I want to fucking say, and it's kind of irking me. Now, keep in mind, I am as sensitive to mental health and mental illness as the next person. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't know if everybody's seen what Ryback tweeted out today, but I do want to. That's exactly how you can deal with it, is smoking weed every day. But here's the thing. Sorry, I had to. That was funny. You fucking popped up. But so, all right. So the tweet, essentially, he put out there a tweet about depression and how to handle it and how he handles it. Now, I'm going to read his tweet. And Ryback, if you're watching this, this is your tweet. I'm gonna try to paraphrase as good as I can without. So the source comes from his tweet. So I just want everybody to know that. Again, I am as sensitive to all of the mental health and mental illness. I battled depression. Everybody battles some sort of depression at any given time. And if you're having problems with that, please call somebody. DM me. I have open DMs. If you're depressed, talk to me. I will do my best. I will see what I can do. The suicide prevention hotline is there for that very reason. If you're thinking about hurting yourself, please go get yourself help. Okay? Now, here's the thing. This tweet, everybody loses their shit. So here's the tweet. Now, I want everybody to understand that if you just read this tweet, I can understand. This is why I read tweet more than once. Because people, as soon as you read this tweet, it's like, oh, this guy's a fucking asshole. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't defend everything that Ryback does, but this tweet, to be honest with you guys, is not as bad as it's made out to be. Everybody thinks it's made out to be, and I honestly think it's because it's Ryback, because he's got a history of being an asshole, okay? So, here's the tweet. Being sad and relying on depression. Now, he throws that in quotes. He's not talking, if you read the tweet, he's not talking about clinical depression. He's talking about, I just don't feel like doing anything today. I am sad today. That's what he's talking about. That is depression. Okay? They're all, like I said, everybody deals with some sort of depression all the time. Okay? So, let me read the rest of it. Being sad and relying on depression as a way to give up on yourself sucks, in my opinion. It does. It does suck. It does. Because you're depressed. You're sad. You don't know how to deal with it. Well, you do know how to deal with it. You just don't want to. There are always exceptions to the rule. And those exceptions are those that have clinical depression. Those that need to be medicated. Those that need to seek professional help constantly because they have manic depressive disorder. They're clinically depressed. Okay? But seems, and this is true, and by God, is it true? This statement right here, think about what he's saying. But seems many, not everybody that has this, many are pulling the card just to get a free pass because they don't want people hurting their feelings anymore. Well, if you say something stupid, somebody's going to say something to you, and if that puts you in a depression, you need to get clinical help. Here's a cure. Get up and do the work and change your mindset. There's nothing wrong with that. Get up, go work out, go hang out with friends, go for a walk. This tweet, at no point to me, if you read it, is not him being an asshole. It is him being somebody that probably has dealt with some sort of depression and how he deals with it. So what? You just want everybody to feel sorry for you and just sit on the couch and fucking mope all day? No, fuck that. What he said, I totally fucking agree with. I have no problem with what he said. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't agree with everything the guy says. He is an asshole. He is a douchebag. There is nothing wrong with this tweet. This tweet. It works for him every time. Okay. So how is that a bad tweet? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I wanted to say. I get it. I'm as sensitive as the next person. But that tweet was not bad. That is actually a pretty good tweet. The Army, if you're sitting around moping, this is exactly what they do. They get you up and they make you do something. But you're depressed, so let's just sit around and mope all fucking day. No, that is not how you do it. That's all I'm going to say on it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not demeaning anybody who has clinical depression. But though, if you're sad one day and you just you feel just depressed, get up, do something. That's all I'm saying. That's all he's saying. But everybody, because it's Ryback, let's just shit all over him because it's fucking Ryback. Because Ryback put out a tweet about depression. Depression. Again, air quotes. Depression. I get it. That being said, how is everybody doing tonight? Cool. Bobbit, how are we doing tonight?
Doing.
We know Coop's not depressed. He just smoked the bowl.
Yeah.
Hi. Well, here, let me first put this. I'm actually pretty open with my mental health, and from somebody that actually has borderline personality disorder, then I have been I take medication to control those depression things and that. So, and just in my opinion, what I think he was saying is you just go and distract your mind instead of being depressed.
Exactly. There was nothing wrong with the tweet, everybody. Everybody's so sensitive to the word depression or sadness or now if he would have come out and said people with depression are just pussies or people with clinical depression are just pussies, then I would have a problem with it. I'd be like, okay, that's wrong. They're not pussies. It's something that they can't help. That's why they get help. So that's
So yeah, football, guys. Yeah.
No, okay, yeah, we're gonna get to football. and I'm gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk, and if you're looking at it, everybody that has watched us, when we start a call, I have a title for the call. So, and that's the title that's the rant. That's what I'm gonna rant about. The referees are at it again.
Uh-oh.
Now, I've seen people tweeting the Patriots. Who watched the game was it Sunday? Who watched the game on Sunday? Everybody watch the game on Sunday? I watched bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, I think it was. I had company over.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I had company on over on Sunday, so I was in and out during the afternoon game.
So everybody they have a problem because the Patriots are complaining because they didn't get some calls their way. Okay. Yes, granted, the penalties were 136 for Kansas. Penalty yards were 136 for Kansas City and 25 for New England. But a lot of those yards, and I can tell you right now, were pass interference called on Kansas City. And those aren't 15-yard penalties. Those are spot of foul penalties. in football, and an automatic first down, no matter what. And that's in professional football. In college football, if it's under 15 yards, it's a spot foul, and if it's over 15 yards, it's a 15-yard penalty in college football. If it's pass interference on the offense, it's a 10-yard penalty and a loss of down. Offensive pass interference, I think, is 10-yard penalty and a loss of down in the NFL. So, a lot of calls that I watched that game too. I'm not sitting here. I am not it is cold. I agree with you. No, Aaron, you cannot. Every time the kid asks me if you could join us. Sorry, dude. I'm trying to talk to you. Where was I at? Oh, I watched that game too. Here's my problem. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care if it's the fucking Patriots, the fucking Bears,
Bengals.
the Bengals, the fucking 49ers. If these referees, for some fucking reason, seem to think that they never do anything wrong, every call that they make is the right call. Now, I understand that a couple of the calls, they couldn't be reviewed because Patriots were out of timeouts or out of reviews. Out of challenges. That being said, that referee on that touchdown from N'Keal Harry, the touchdown, you know what I'm talking about, the one that was...
The first pass.
No, touchdown. The touchdown. He caught the ball and they said he stepped out of bounds, but he didn't. Everybody know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What in the fuck is that referee looking at? He's looking right at his feet. What in the actual fuck is he? Is he looking at a blade of grass that was too long on the fucking field? What in the actual fuck was he looking at? He was standing right fucking there, and he couldn't see that there was fucking 4 fucking inches of goddamn grass and fucking out of bounds territory between him and his feet? What the fuck are these referees doing? Are they thinking about the pussy that they're going to get at the hotel the day after the game is over? What the fuck are they doing? These referees have no fucking knowledge of the fucking game. They need to go back to school, learn how to fucking referee. Why do you think there's challenges all the fucking time? These referees are blowing calls. And then these pass interference calls are not being called. Jesus Christ! How many pass interference calls have we seen that should be and were not called? Even when they reviewed them, they never overturned them. Because God forbid the referee is fucking wrong. The challenges are there. They need to define what is pass interference, and then they need to enforce the fucking rules on the referees. If they don't enforce the rules on the referees, then why in the fuck are they there? It makes no goddamn sense. These referees think they can just run roughshod over fucking everybody. Oh, well, the Patriots always get calls. Fuck that shit. I don't want to fucking hear that shit. The Patriots have lost 2 of their last 3 games. They're no better than any other team. Okay? There is no one team in the NFL, and I guarantee it, New England's winning the Super Bowl this year. Watch. They will beat Baltimore. Do I want Baltimore to lose? No, but I do not see New England losing another game the rest of the year. These referees need to wake the fuck up and do their fucking job. Because it is getting fucking ridiculous every fucking week. They are the ones that are ruining the game, and they just don't care. They don't care. What is holding? I was watching the fucking Badger game this week. A fucking Ohio State offensive lineman reaches out, clotheslines a Badger, and they don't throw a flag on it. What are these referees looking at?
Yeah,
I seen it on the other side too. I'm not going to sit here and say it. Well, that's why Wisconsin lost. No, Wisconsin lost because they got fucking wore out. They exerted too much energy in the first half. Okay? But don't sit here and tell me that these referees are doing a good job, because they're not. They suck. The referees fucking suck. They even suck at the high school level. Stop giving referees a fucking pass because they have such a tough fucking job. Have the referee play fucking quarterback and see how tough the job is. And then he might fucking understand. Get the fuck out of here with the fucking referees have a difficult job. Give me a fucking break. Oh, we shouldn't feel sorry for the Patriots because they get calls all the time. No, they don't. No, they don't. I don't know what the fuck you people are fucking watching, but they don't. I have yet to see New England get a call that they shouldn't have got. This is the first time that I have seen them not get a call that they should have gotten. If somebody's holding, it's holding. Simple as that. How hard is that? If it's pass interference, it's pass interference. If a guy is in fucking bounds, fucking look at his feet. Don't look at the fucking blade of grass that's too long on the fucking field. Give me a fucking break. That's all I have on that fucking thought. Anybody else want to talk about it?
No, well said.
Hey, the Patriots lost that game because of the referee. They would have had 2 touchdowns.
Well, they would have tied it. I know that. I don't know if they would have won the game. But the referees ruined that game from being as good of a game as it probably should have been. I'm sorry that people are probably like, oh, GP's like, oh, he's all about New England. No, fuck New England. I hate fucking New England. They always win. But that's the only reason. Why hate on a team that always fucking wins? They're just good. There's nothing we can do about it. It's because they have the best coach in the NFL, and he's good at what he does.
It's because I cheated on the Bengals.
No, okay. Really? Prove it. Prove it. And again, somebody literally, this is just them trying to get a reason to hate the Patriots even more. That's all it is. It's like they need to cheat to beat the fucking Bengals.
I just found that funny, sorry.
No, it's fine. I seen that too, and I'm like, yeah, come on, man.
It's the Bengals. As soon as the Bengals, I laughed. Sorry. I mean, it'd be different if it was like the Saints or something like that, but it's the Bengals.
I didn't see the game. I don't know exactly what you're talking about, Aaron, but I'd have to look. Be more specific. So what happened? The guy touched him to complete the tackle? Or did he full on just plow into him and then... Because I don't know the whole deal. I didn't see what happened. It wasn't really talked about. I just know the games that I've watched. And the Packer game, I have no complaints on either side. The only complaint I can fucking have is, what did I tell you about Green Bay? They're smoking fucking mirrors. Their defense is mediocre at best. If the fucking Redskins can outgain the fucking Packers, that's fucking issue. Green Bay has issues. They're the worst 10-3 team in football right now. That's just my opinion. And I'm talking about the Packers. If you can find it, send it to me and I'll look at it and I'll let you know. I mean, I'm not a god when it comes to knowing football. I know what is a penalty and what is not. I used to be a coach.
Mm-hmm.
I know that refs can miss calls, but that's why replay is there. And I get it. I get it. It is. There was like 4 to 5 inches between his feet and the out of bounds marker. How do you miss that? You're standing right there. I think it just boggles my mind what people are looking at. The QB was rolling out, threw it to a guy who looked like he was already going down. The Saints player hit him, looked like he was trying to make a tackle. Okay, I haven't. If that's, it depends. If the player's going down, he really doesn't need to hit him, full on hit him. I could see him just making a touch on him. But if he full on tries to hit him, then this should be a penalty because the guy is going down. But they are wearing pads, so stop being a fucking pussy. That's just me. I mean, they're wearing a helmet and pads for a reason. I mean, Jesus Christ. Anybody that can't take a fucking hit needs to quit fucking football. Because hockey players, you see the pads they wear, they ain't that much. And they're taking more hits than fucking football players do. And sometimes they're taking bigger hits than football players do. The fuck out of here with your fucking pussy ass shit. They don't protect the fucking goalie in hockey. Well, they do. What? I'm trying to think of a player in hockey. Rugby's a different animal. I'm trying to think of a player in hockey. Probably the center or the guy that is like a point guard, kind of like the quarterback of the team. He doesn't get any fucking protection. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking quarterback's wearing fucking pads too. Get the fuck out of here with that fucking shit. Goddamn pussy. Look at fucking Lamar Jackson. He runs the ball all the time. You don't hear him fucking pussying it out. Jesus Christ. There are more players like fucking Lamar Jackson. This fucking NFL wouldn't be full of pussies. These quarterbacks are nothing but fucking whiny little fucking bitches.
I think, did Lamar Jackson break Michael Vick's rushing record?
Say it again?
I think Lamar Jackson might have broken Michael Vick's all-time.
I think he did, and kudos to him, but he had another mediocre game on the passing side.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, the Bills are scary. I'm not go against them in the playoffs.
What did I say? Everybody was like, "Oh, fucking Bills." I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I almost went with the Bills. I almost went with the Bills just because they have a really good defense. It was a lot like San Francisco's defense. I think San Francisco and Buffalo played each other. I think the final score would be 7-6. That's how good their defenses are.
That was a crazy game between San Francisco and the Saints. That was a shootout. Do you
see what I mean by San Francisco?
What's that?
Do you see what I mean by San Francisco?
What, that you can beat them?
Oh, they're beatable. I don't think their defense is as good as everybody thinks they are. Right. I think if Green Bay would have had
the front line that I like about. It's like Nick Bosa is probably the only one I care about.
He's the only one that's any good.
Yeah.
If they don't get pressure on the quarterback, they aren't very good.
And you know what? It also goes for the Saints secondary as well. I've never been solid on that secondary for the Saints.
Well, they suck.
Yeah.
They suck. The Saints aren't going anywhere this year. I had them probably winning the NFC. They have to go on the road. They ain't beating nobody. They aren't beating anybody. I don't care who it is. Dallas, and fucking Philadelphia, man. What a fucking race that is, huh?
Jesus. It's like, I think Heather mentioned that when she was confused about how, like, a losing team could make a playoff spot.
Right.
Yeah. I think it happened with the Seattle Seahawks, I think, when they went 7-9 as well. I'm not sure how that works out.
So, yes. And Heather asked that question today, and I actually put it in the chat. You get the 4 division winners, no matter what their record is. Those are the top 4 seeds. Then you take the top 2 records in each conference. Those teams get into the playoffs. It's that. That's how simple it is. That's why you see The Cowboys are in the playoffs right now, and the Rams are in the hunt.
Mhm. Yeah.
Or the Eagles are in the hunt as well because they are tied with Dallas right now.
Both these teams are just terrible right now.
Well, it's not that Dallas is terrible. It's that we talk about it every week. It's Jerry Jones, man.
Well, I mean, the same thing with the Eagles. That offense is just not looking the same. They've really like cut down this year with the offense for Philadelphia, and just Dallas. They should be winning these games, but they're not scoring the offense either. So,
Right.
I'm guessing you got the message about Aaron's video there.
Yep, I'm looking at it.
Well, Bob, what'd you like about this week?
I didn't watch much football this week, but before I did see. Sorry about that cough. Well, like JP said, repping killed it, and just a bunch of really good games, really.
Okay,
you,
so
you can tell it's getting playoff time because teams are getting desperate for any kind of win.
just keep talking.
All
right, so
I'm actually trying to look up all the scores right now. What other games I missed like that?
So I looked at it, and I'm going to tell you right now that I honestly think that you could go either way with that play. I'm not going to sit here and say that he was right in what he did, but he wasn't wrong either. That's one of those plays. If you look at it, and they did it slow motion, he was already going down, but so was the player. That's a tough call. I mean, I can't fault the Saint for actually making a play, but I can't fault the referees for throwing a flag either. I really can't. So yeah, I'm just being honest with you, Aaron. I honestly, it could go either way. The a lot of the games, there's been a lot of low scoring games. There was a lot of low scoring games this week, except for the Panthers and the. Jesus Christ.
The only other game that really stuck out is the Broncos beating the Texans. That was that was a surprise for me.
I almost switched that pick too, because the Broncos have been playing a lot better lately. And Houston, what did I say about Houston? What did I say? Mirrors. They're smoke and mirrors. This league,
and they don't play good on the road, right?
Yep. This league is finally getting where teams are more even. Teams are more even this year than I have seen in a long time. Usually we're always talking about the Patriots or another team that's just running away from it. Yes, Baltimore is the better team this year. However, I still think Baltimore is young, and that's why I think they're a year away. I still think New England's the team to beat. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm just saying. Remember last year we talked about this. Everybody was all about Kansas City's going to beat the Patriots. Kansas City's going to beat the Patriots. What did I say? When it comes to the playoffs, the Patriots just know how to win. It's just the way it is. And there's just nothing anybody can do about it. So.
Except the Bengals.
Well, yes, Bengals. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? I can do the NFL power rankings. It's a shock.
The only other thing that surprised me was Seattle losing. Well, it's not really surprising that they lost to the Rams. I think it was a much needed win for the Rams. So
I just had a feeling that the Rams aren't bad. They just needed to right the ship. McVay actually used the fucking players the way they should have been used.
Yeah, Todd Gurley was used a lot more in this game.
Yes, he was. Got me fucking major points.
Yeah.
I actually switched him out.
Really? Jeez.
I did. I actually switched him out, and I switched another player out. I would have beat Gina in fantasy football if I would have put one of my other players in.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm still.
It's the same thing with Bobbitt. Bobbitt would have won his game with a player.
Yeah.
All right, so
Damn.
I'm gonna do the playoff picture. We talked about it a little bit. So in the AFC, the Ravens have the top spot. The Patriots have the 2 spot. The Chiefs have the 3 spot. The Texans still have the 4 spot because they won their division. The Bills and the Steelers are the 5 and 6 seeds because of record, I think. I know the Steelers and Titans are tied with record, but I think the Steelers have a better record. The Bills are number 5 and the Steelers are number 6. The Titans, the Browns, the Raiders, the Colts, and the Broncos are all still in the hunt.
Wow,
so
even with the Browns.
If the Broncos lose next week, they're eliminated. And then it's the Titans, the Browns, the Raiders, and the Colts. If the Steelers win, I'm pretty sure the Browns, the Raiders, and the Colts are eliminated. I think. Or it's going to come down to the 5th, 16th week either way.
Mm.
In the NFC, the 49ers once again have the top seed. They beat the Saints this past week, 48-46. Wow, where'd the defense go on that one?
Yeah, that was crazy.
The Packers have the 2 seed. Packers have the 2 seed at 10-3 because they have a better record than the Saints in the NFC conference record. The Saints are number 3 at 10-3. The Cowboys are sitting at number 4 at 6-7. The Seahawks are the number 5 seed at 10-3, and the Vikings are at 9-4. In the hunt in the NFC, and I'm telling you right now, you don't want to play this team because they are the defending NFC champions. The Rams are in the hunt. Bears and the Eagles are also in the hunt. I don't see either one of them teams making the playoffs. I do, if the Vikings lose to the Packers and the Rams keep winning, the Rams will be in playoffs. Little notes here. The Ravens are if the Chiefs and the Saints clinch division titles, they've also clinched playoff spots. No, if they've clinched their division, they've already clinched playoff spots. They're already in. So 3 teams have clinched. Wendy, stop.
I'm just going to
No, that's fine. It's fine. If they clinch the division, that means they're in. The Ravens, the Chiefs, and the Saints have all clinched playoff spots. Packers should next week. All they have to do is win. So there's your playoff picture. Now let's get to the power rankings.
This should be interesting.
It could be. It could be. Who do you think the number 32 team is this week?
Jets? Oh, wait, no, we beat the Dolphins. Dolphins.
Nope.
Nope. The Bengals.
Nope.
The Redskins.
Bengals?
Nope.
Who else is that doing really shitty? I always forget about the bad teams.
The team dropped 8 spots.
Oh, wow.
The Jacksonville Jaguars are no worst team in the NFL.
Really?
Like I said, it's a big surprise, and that's the biggest drops we have had all.
Wow.
Yep.
That is crazy.
The Giants stay solid at 31 because they couldn't figure out how to fucking beat the Eagles.
That's crazy. They were up 17-3.
I know, because they went away from what they were doing. I didn't watch the game. I actually watched Raw, which was better. I'm just saying. The Bengals went up 2 spots to number 30. The Lions went up 1 spot to number 29. Cardinals went up 1 spot to 28. The Redskins went up 1 spot to 27. The reason that they went up a spot is because of the way they played against Green Bay. I don't think Redskins are as bad as people. They just have had a tough schedule at the beginning of the year. They actually played Green Bay pretty good. And that just tells you what I think of Green Bay.
I think Jarius Geis got injured though in that game. I think
Yes,
the running back for the Redskins.
Mhm.
So that's a bummer for them.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. The Dolphins stay solid at 26. The Panthers dropped 5 to 25. The Jets went up 3 to 24.
Really?
Yep. The Falcons went up 2 to 23. The Raiders had another big drop. They dropped 7 spots to number 22. The Broncos went up 2 to 21. The Buccaneers went up 2 to 20. The Colts dropped 3 to 19. The Chargers went up 1 to number 18. The Browns went up 1 to 17. The Cowboys dropped to their knees dropped 2. They're at 16. The Eagles went up 6 spots to number 15. Bears went up 3 spots to number 14. The Rams are at 13. Steelers at 12, like they were last week. The Bills dropped 1 to 11. The Texans dropped 3 to 10. The Titans went up 2 to number 9. The Vikings went up 1 to number 8. I disagree with this. The Packers dropped 1 at 7. I think I would have kept them at 6. But they dropped the Patriots 1 to 6. The Chiefs are not better than the Packers. The Packers beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs went up 3 spots to number 5. If anything, the Packers should be sitting in that 5 spot. Not the Chiefs. I don't give a fuck. The Packers have a better record. They beat the Chiefs. So get the fuck out of here with your stupid fucking reign. The Saints are not the 4th best team in football. I don't care what anybody fucking says. They gave up 48 fucking points to the 49ers, who their offense I don't think is that good.
Jeez, Emmanuel Sanders, though.
That's just bad fucking. One player doesn't make a team, though.
Yeah.
And I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is all that great.
Right. That's why they had Emmanuel Sanders throwing the ball a few times.
See, there you go. The Saints, I think they're probably the 7th best team in football right now. They don't deserve to be the number 4 team in the NFL. Sorry, I do not care. If Green Bay and New Orleans were to play right now, I don't care where it is. I think Green Bay would beat New Orleans. I really do. Their defense is trash. It was good at the beginning of the year, but now we're finding out that they're being exploited. Plus, they have guys that are out. Number 3 is Seattle. I can agree with that. But again,
I would have dropped them maybe like 1 or 2.
Well, they did drop 1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Probably a little bit more
The
than that.
49ers went up 1 to number 2, and the Ravens stay solid at number 1. There you go. There's your rankings. The top 7, fucking ass backwards. Wrong. Why are we talking about football? Why are we talking about fucking Lana in my fucking chat? Who cares?
What?
I actually enjoyed the segment with fucking Lana last night. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Well, that's what made the fucking segment. I don't care what fucking Lana does. It's all about what Rusev does. Has anybody ever thought of that? Jesus Christ. All right. So, Bobbit, why don't you go ahead and give us your top 10. Now, before you get to your top 10, don't give away the top 4. We'll go through the top 4 in a minute. Okay?
Sounds good.
Go ahead.
All right, your top 10 is Number 10 is the Penn State Nittany Lions.
They stayed.
Number
at 10.
9 is the Florida Gators.
Hold on, Bob. Don't let me talk each point here. No, Penn State stayed number 10 for a reason, and I'll give that reason in a second. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Number 9 is the Florida Gators.
Hold on. Let me answer this question. Are you really asking me that question, Aaron? If Green Bay played LSU, who would win? Well, let me see. You have grown-ass men playing against teenagers. I think Green Bay would beat LSU probably 56-0. There. How about that? Going on. What?
Oh, sorry. Number 8 is Wisconsin.
Okay, so here's what I want to talk about. Who watched the Big Ten championship game?
I did.
Okay. Wisconsin had Ohio State on the ropes for a half. They played very well.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason they lost that game is they exerted too much energy in the first half. It wasn't game planning. They just ran out of juice. Ohio State just has more legs. They have more talent. Wisconsin couldn't substitute like Ohio State can. Wisconsin may have substituted, but they couldn't substitute to the level that Ohio State was able to substitute. So Ohio State wins. However, Wisconsin played Ohio State very, very well. Therefore, I agree with them staying at number 8. They should not have dropped maybe one spot, but I do agree with them staying at 8. You could go Florida 8, Wisconsin 9, but I'm okay with what happened. Go ahead.
Okay.
Number 7.
Number 7 is Baylor.
Yep.
Number 6 is Oregon.
I can agree with that. Go ahead.
And number 5 is Georgia.
Okay. So there's your top 10, not including your top 4. So here's the New Year's 6 bowls. I think these are the New Year's 6 bowls. The New Year's Day 6. There's 6 bowls that take place on New Year's Day or around New Year's Day. The Citrus Bowl, Michigan will take on Alabama. That will probably be a blowout in 3 quarters.
Ooh.
The Rose Bowl, Wisconsin, because they stayed ahead of Penn State, which they should have stayed ahead of Penn State, because they were in the championship game and happened to actually play well against Ohio State. They take on Oregon in the Rose Bowl. The Pac-12 champion Oregon and the Big Ten runner-up Wisconsin in the Rose Bowl. Florida plays in the Orange Bowl. Virginia will play against Florida in the Orange Bowl. Virginia is the runner-up to Clemson in the. So you see where I'm going with this. The Cotton Bowl, Penn State versus Memphis. In the Outback Bowl, Minnesota will take on Auburn. And in the Sugar Bowl, Georgia will play Baylor. So that being said, who is number 4, Bobbitt?
That would be JR's team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
The Big 12 champs, Oklahoma beat Baylor in overtime. Wasn't it like 23-17, I think? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So Oklahoma makes the playoffs at number 4. Who's number 3?
That would be the Clemson Tigers.
Clemson is number 3. They make the playoffs. Now, there's been a lot of discussion, and we're going to talk about it. Who should be number 1 and who should be number 2? Bobbitt, who's number 2?
Ohio State.
Yep. And very justifiably so. And who is number 1?
That would be LSU.
Now, there was a discussion about number 1 and number 2. I believe wholeheartedly and without and beyond a shadow of a doubt, you Buckeye fucking whiny little fucking bitches. You didn't fucking play anybody in the fucking non-conference schedule. The Big Ten has 2, maybe 3 good teams in it. That being Ohio State, Penn State, Wisconsin, maybe Minnesota. You look at the SEC, and who in the fuck LSU had to play? They played Texas, who was ranked number 9 at the time. I don't give 2 fucking shits if they play FCS schools. They played Northwestern State, who is an FCS school, but demolished them with second-string players. 56 to what the fuck ever the score was. They destroyed them with backup players. So if Ohio State probably would have done the same thing. But who did Ohio State play? They played Cincinnati, Miami of Ohio, and fucking borderline, and Cincinnati. They played borderline FCS schools. Or FBS schools. Miami of Ohio is one of the worst teams in college football. If they were to play an FCS school, they would might possibly lose. Depending on who they played. If they played one of the upper echelon FCS schools, they probably would lose. And handily, if I might say so myself. You look at who LSU played in the conference. Texas A&M, they're ranked. Auburn, they're ranked. Alabama, they're ranked. Florida, they're ranked. Georgia, they're ranked. That's 5 fucking teams. 5 fucking teams ranked in the top fucking 10 at the time that they played. And beat all of them. A couple of them handily. So don't fucking sit here and tell me that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to who's better, LSU or Ohio State. When Ohio State plays in the SEC, then we'll find out how good they fucking are. They will not beat LSU. Not with the way LSU is playing defense right now. And I said it. If LSU can shore up their defense and get their defense healthy, they shouldn't lose. The only way LSU will lose is if they beat themselves. That's how good LSU is this year. Ohio State's a great team. Chase Young is a good football player. But I'm telling you right now, they have not played the caliber of players that they are about to, if they get that far. Because I don't think they're beating Clemson. Everybody's sitting here talking about Ohio State and LSU. People are forgetting about Clemson. They have destroyed people. In fact, they have the best defense in college football right now. I don't care who they fucking played. They deserve to be either number 2 or number 3. But you put this matchup between Ohio State and Clemson, Ohio State does not want to play Clemson. I can tell you right now. The coaches are going to come out and say, yeah, we're just happy to be here. If that coach is saying that, he ain't winning. He ain't winning. Because I know the Oklahoma coach isn't happy with just being there. He was there last year. I know the Clemson coach isn't happy with just being there. He's the defending national. He is the defending national champions. They're pretty pissed off about being number 3. And LSU, they just have the best roster in football right now. Hands down. So Oklahoma will play LSU in the Peach Bowl on December 28th. And Clemson will play Ohio State in the Fiesta Bowl on December 28th. So there you go. So I'm sorry that I went off on that. I'm so sick and tired of fucking people sitting there trying to justify Ohio State being better than LSU. Because they're not. They're not. Based on what I have seen, no. Not. And I think Heather has watched the games with me, and I'm pretty sure she can say the same thing. Not taking away that Ohio State's not good, because they are. They deserve to be there. They're undefeated. They play in a Power 5 conference. But the Big Ten is not as good as the SEC. It's not. In fact, it hurts Ohio State that they can get recruits and nobody else in the Big Ten can. You want to know why Ohio State can get bigger recruits? Because they go by the rules that the SEC goes by, that you don't have to get into Wisconsin. You can meet the criteria, but just because you meet the criteria doesn't mean Wisconsin's going to take you in just because you're a great athlete. If you're borderline, they're not taking you. I don't care if you know how to fucking... I don't care if you can jump 35 feet in the fucking air and can run a 2.240. Wisconsin don't give a shit. If you don't cut the grade, they aren't taking you. Sorry. This is just the way it is. Ohio State, they will. That's where the difference is. LSU, all the SEC schools, aside from Vanderbilt. Why do you think Vanderbilt struggles in the SEC? Because they can't get the fucking players because they have a higher standard for their education. And they're not going to fucking change just to fit what the conference fucking is doing. Because that is wrong. These kids are not there to play football. They're there to get a fucking education. Just saying. So Ed Orgeron doesn't need to prove anything to anybody. I don't think he needs a crystal ball to prove that he's a good coach. He's already a good coach, in my opinion. Anybody would take him. Just saying. I get what people are saying, but you don't need a national championship to justify how good you are. That's all. So yeah, that's all I have. Is there anything, Bobbit, Coop, that you guys would like to add?
Well, I just wanted to say this one thing real fast. They don't do the crystal footballs anymore, which is stupid. They now have that stupid cup-looking thing.
Yeah, well, it's a trophy, which I don't like. They have a trophy. It's that CFP trophy. But I'm sorry I talk a lot, guys. It's just I'm passionate about this. I apologize. I try to get everybody.
You good, man?
I try to get everybody involved. It's my bad. Such an asshole.
Yeah, you are. Well, that's why we love you.
I do like the note Heather just put here, and I didn't notice it. It's a pretty good note. Going back to the refs thing, refs are being replaced with homeless blind people who are just stupid. Can't disagree with it.
Yes.
Are you gonna want to? Right now. So that being said, let's get to the picks for this week. I'm gonna get to the chart here. And Coop went 11-5. Bobbit went 10-6. I went 10-6. Heather went 8-8. Sarah went 10-6. Gina went 8-8. Trek went 10-6. Cody went 9-7. Rayshawn went 9-7. Dan, Rex, and Ryan went 11-5.
Did you say I went 11-5?
Yep. Yes.
And you went 10-6?
Yeah. So how then I lost one to him? It's fine. I didn't gain anything. I lost. Fuck me.
It's all right.
No, it's not. Shut the fuck up, Coop. You're such a dick.
No, it's all for fun.
No, it's not. This is fucking life and death to me. God damn it.
Oh, sorry.
You should be, motherfucker.
Here, I'm gonna go eat a poutine tonight. Drown my sorrows.
Well, I need somebody to get me out and go for a walk. I'm depressed now. I'm sorry.
Gravy. Gravy's the answer.
Stop with your good job, everyone, this week. Shut the fuck up. I didn't. Anyway. Fuck you, Coop. Fuck
I'm sorry.
you. You should be, motherfucker.
I'm trying not to burn myself with the coffee.
Frothing at the mouth over here. Anyway. So, we're at week 15. All the buys are done. There's one Thursday night game, and that is the Jets at the Ravens.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. This is going to be a slaughter.
Bobbitt, who are you going with?
Obviously, Ravens.
Heather went with the Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens.
I'm going with the refs.
Nobody cares who you're going with.
No, Frankie. No.
Who do you got, Coop?
Ravens.
What's a Rav?
It's like a half of ravioli.
It's a half a Raven? Anyway. So Sarah, Gina, Rayshawn, and Cody need to get us their picks.
Yes, Cody already told me he would be on.
Yep, I know. That being said, Cody, I hope your dad's balls are okay. Apparently, his dad went in the hospital. His below the belt. He said below the belt, so I don't know if it's his legs, his balls, or his ass. Fucking got hemorrhoids. I don't know what he's got.
Stop it.
But I hope everything comes out all right. That's not short for Ravens, Dan Rex. Nice try, though. So yeah. That being said, Cody, we're our thoughts and prayers are with you, brother. Balls.
Yep.
It's his balls. It's his balls. His dad, Cody's in there. He just said it's his balls. But no, seriously, Cody. Thoughts and prayers, man. I hope everything's okay. Like I said, you can get us your picks whenever you get around. Just to go take care of your family, man.
Mm-hmm.
The next game is the Seahawks at the Panthers.
Seahawks.
Yeah, gotta go Seahawks.
Heather?
Where's the Seahawks?
Oh, I know. Just asking. Ryan is going with the Seahawks. Dan Rex is going with the what? Seahawks. Cody's going with the Seahawks. Cody, who are you going with?
Ravens and Jets.
Ravens and Jets, since you're here. If you're gonna give us picks, you might as well give us all your picks.
Yeah.
Correct. I'm sure his balls will be just fine. I'm just saying. I'm sure his balls will be just fine. It's just one of those things. Just work out as much as. So the next game, the Eagles at the Redskins. I went with the Seahawks as well. I mean, come on. I give up on the fucking Panthers. I tried. I tried, Bobbit.
I
I
have
really
to.
tried. Eagles
Christian
at the
McCaffrey is the heart of the
Redskins.
team.
Eagles at the Redskins. Bobbit?
I'm gonna give it to Eagles because they need this win.
I am as well.
Yep. Same here.
Look at this motherfucker copying me. Heather? Dan Rex went with the Eagles.
Shut your face.
Ryan went with the Eagles. Cody went with the Eagles.
The Eagle. Ka-choo!
Correct, went with the Eagles. Cody, still waiting on your pick for the Ravens at the Jets at the Ravens.
I don't know, Ronnie. They're a giant dumpster fire.
Next, are you done?
Mhm.
The next game is the Texans at the Titans. And I think that if the Titans win this game, they're in first place.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
I'm going Titans.
I'm Titans.
Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Bobbit?
I'm going Titans.
Heather? You pick.
Written down there, is it not? I don't remember everything I wrote down.
Texans. Why did you pick the Texans? I'm just asking. It's in Tennessee. It's in Nashville, I should say. Go ahead.
They can come back. They always do. When we least expect it, they come back and beat the other team.
Who?
I'm going to go with Houston because I think they need to rebound after that game.
I'm gonna go with the home team. Nope, fuck that shit. I'm not. I'm going with the Texans just because. I'm not falling behind you anymore. Dan Rex is going with the Titans. Ryan goes with the Titans. Trek went with the Titans. I got it. Next, the Bills at the Steelers. This will be a good game.
Huh.
Who?
I'm going with the Bills in this one. I think they're the better team right now.
Bobbit?
I'm gonna go Bills.
Heather went with the Bills. I'm gonna go with. Fuck! God damn it!
Oh, man.
Cody went with the Bills.
I went Steelers.
No, you went with the Bills.
Ryan.
I know he did.
That's what I said.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers at home. Ready? Everybody's picks are in. Next game. Next game, Dolphins at the Giants.
Ugh.
Now, keep in mind the Dolphins played well, or the Giants played well up until the second half.
Mhm.
The Dolphins played well against a weaker team,
They're still trying to play good.
and they're still trying, man. This is the thing; they're trying. They didn't score any touchdowns, but they kicked 7 field goals. Bobbit, who you got?
Can the stadium collapse in on them and kill them all?
Aye, that's unnecessary.
No, it's necessary.
No, I'm just calling.
Put me down for the Dolphins.
Put me down for the Dolphins. -10 for the Dolphins.
No, mine's 10 for Gryffindor, motherfucker.
Whatever. Who?
I'm gonna go with the Giants. I'm gonna go with the Giants in this one. I think Eli is gonna rebound. He's gonna get a few wins for his farewell tour.
Eli Drake. But anyway,
Well, that's one of my favorite promos out there.
I love that guy. I actually met him in an airport. He's a pretty cool guy.
I got a chance to watch NWA, and it's pretty good.
Actually, I gotta watch that. There's a new episode out today.
Yes, sir.
Well, Heather, who did you pick?
I went with the Giants. They got Eli back. He's going to do all he can to get this team back on track.
Back on track to have a higher pick than number 1.
Back on track to playing well.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. I like the way the fight that the Dolphins have. I just don't trust the Giants. They can't stop anybody. They can't. At least Miami can stop somebody. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. Fuck it. I don't care if I fucking lose, go 0-16 this week. I'm gonna go down in a fucking blaze of fucking glory.
Oh, is this the week?
Shut the fuck up. Everybody got the
he's pulling up the last move, man.
The Broncos at the Chiefs.
Ooh.
Broncos have been playing well the last 3 weeks.
This was a hard choice for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs though.
I am going to go with the Chiefs as well, just because they are playing better, and they did look good against New England. Although the referees did kind of help them in certain situations. But I'm going with the Chiefs just because. Bobbit? You're going with Florida State?
No, Chiefs, motherfucker. Chiefs.
You didn't say that. What did you take?
I took the Chiefs.
What do you guys taking?
Step out. Let me get Bobby's ring. Go.
Bobbit is going with the Braves. No, it's the fucking Seminoles. The Florida State Seminoles actually started that chant. Stop with the fucking Braves or the H. They did not start that chant. That is a Florida State.
Please.
Hashtag come at me.
Copycats.
Fuck yeah, they are. Fucking Florida State is the shiznit. I like the fucking hire that they got for their head coach, by the way.
Ah, nice.
I can't remember his name, but he was at Memphis last year. So he's coming in. He's taking over for Willie Taggart. Willie Taggart was a good coach. Just saying.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You try harder on that tomahawk chop. Learn how to fucking spell tomahawk chop before you come at me, motherfucker. T-O-M-A-H-A.
It was a spelling bee now.
I picked the Chiefs. Yeah, I did. Oh boy, game of the week: Patriots at the Bengals. Apparently, it's fucking Spygate in this game.
Oh man!
I don't know what people were trying to accomplish with the fucking Spygate. The Patriots are going to have to forfeit a game. The only thing is they'd have to do the same thing. They have to forfeit a fucking pick or something. Jesus Christ! So that being said, like the Patriots need to fucking cheat. I don't even think it matters. They could have cheated. They probably beat them 60-0, but it'll be like a 34-6 game. It's not even gonna be fucking close. Going with the fucking Patriots. Anybody that picks the Bengals in this game, you better stop smoking dope. And I'm not talking about marijuana. I'm talking about crack cocaine.
I mean,
Love it?
Well, since Danner's called you Baldy in the chat, I'm gonna go Patriots, Baldy.
I mean,
Stop! No, that don't matter. You did a better tomahawk chop than you did. Anyway, because you can't even spell it, motherfucker!
All right. Well,
Motherfucker!
Oh crap! What game were we on again? I totally
Patriots versus the Bengals.
You know what that fucking dope does to you? It just fucking makes you forget shit.
The return attention span. Biggest Patriots.
I went Patriots. Yes.
Oh boy. This is the game of the week. Buccaneers at the Lions.
You know what? I'm going to go with the Bucks because they're scoring points.
I am too.
Yeah.
Lions. I think they finally put him on injured reserve. They shut down Stafford for the rest of the year. I'm going Buccaneers. Buccaneers are going moxie, man.
Mm-hmm.
Are there?
I went with the Buccaneers.
I'm going Bucks.
Waiting on.
Hey, it's spelled H-E-Y. I'm telling you. And it's D-O-N. And it's G-O-O-N. Giving you shit, Dan Rex. You'll be alright in the morning. I always said, if I don't give you shit, that means I don't. Okay. This is actually going to be an interesting game. The Bears. Last time these two teams played, it was 10-3, and I don't think either team has. This is in Green Bay. I think Green Bay's gotten better on offense. I think Chicago's defense has become mediocre because their offense is starting to come around. Heal the peel. I have no idea what that fucking is. I'm going to go with the Packers. It's going to be close. It's probably going to be like 20-17. Yeah, it's going to be higher scoring than the last game. I think Green Bay 20-17, 21-17, somewhere in there.
I need Aaron Jones to score me points, so I'm going.
So just because you need him to score points, you're picking back.
No. It's just I've never liked the Chicago offense this season, and I think that the Packers can score more offense than the Bears. So.
Yes, I agree. Bobbit?
I'm going Packers.
Heather?
I went with the Packers.
Like I said,
It's gonna be that game.
Don't be surprised if the Bears win. Just saying. With the way that I know how the Packers are, don't be surprised if they show up and lay an egg. I've seen it. The next game, the two teams that took the biggest drops in the rankings this week, the Jaguars at the Raiders.
Oh boy, the stink bowl.
I'm going with Oakland because Jacksonville is.
Yeah, I agree. Oakland.
Bobbit?
I'm going Vegas.
You're going with Vegas? I know they're moving to Las Vegas. I get it. I get your joke. Nice try to fucking confuse people. He's going with the Raiders. Heather?
I went Raiders.
Coop, you're going with the Raiders as well?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. The Browns at the Cardinals.
Talk about game of the week.
Jesus.
I'm going with the Browns.
Yeah, the Browns need to win to stay in the hunt, so they need this win.
Bobbit?
Yeah, I guess I'm going with the turd burglars.
Going with the terrible turd burglars. That means he's going with the Browns. Heather, where'd you go?
I went with the Browns. And Jaguars have been shit.
You mean the Cardinals?
Yeah.
The Cardinals have actually been competitive, but the Browns are better. They're a better team. Oh, boy.
I think the Cardinals just need more talent around them. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. The Falcons at the 49ers.
I went back and forth on this game.
Did you really?
49ers.
There's nothing to go back and forth on. 49ers are going to win this game probably like fucking 28-3.
Calvin Ridley is hurt. Is out for the
year.
Falcons.
He's on IR. I actually picked him up for fantasy football, and then he got hurt. He's out for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So
Ryan more targets for Julio.
Matt Ryan has absolutely nobody to throw to, except for Julio Jones, and I know without.
Is Mohamed Sanu part of that team still?
No, he plays for the Patriots now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Robert,
all right.
Who are you going with?
49ers.
Heather?
I went with the 49ers.
Easily.
Yeah, it shouldn't be close, but that's.
I also didn't look at the injury.
I'm not quite sold on the fucking 49ers offense. They defense gets some turnovers on short field, and that turns into points. That doesn't mean they put up a lot of fucking yards. Here's an interesting game. The Rams at the Cowboys.
This is another one I went back.
The Rams are playing well. The Cowboys are playing.
Falling apart.
No, they're just playing. And what I mean by playing is they're just there right now. That's how good the Cowboys are. I'm going to go with the Rams.
Oh boy, I guess I gotta go with the Rams in this one too. I don't like the Dallas offense right now.
I like the Dallas offense. I don't like their defense. They're, again, with Dallas, we talk about this ad litem all the time. They're trying to revolve their offense around fucking Dak Prescott when they should revolve. When they went 13-3, when they looked so good, who did they revolve that offense around?
Elliott.
Ezekiel Elliott and that offensive line. They don't do that anymore. They seem to think because they have fucking all of these weapons to throw to that all of a sudden, yeah, this is the best. This unbelievable. Dak Prescott is not the fucking answer for this team. I'm sorry. If he was, this team would be 11-2 right now. He's not. So don't fucking say that he's worth $100 million. He's not. He's not. He's a second-tier quarterback. Period. Bottom fucking line. Deal with it. I don't give a fuck, Skip Bayless. Suck my dick. Dallas Cowboys suck because they try to revolve their offense around a fucking $100 million guy that's not a $100 million guy. The $100 million guy should be getting the ball 25 times a game. That's who this game should revolve around. Yep. So, yeah. I'm going with the Cowboys. Coop, you want the Cowboys?
No, I'm going with the Rams.
The Rams, I mean? I'm going with the Rams. I'm sorry. Bobbit.
I'm going Rams.
Heather?
I went Cowboys.
All right. I mean, they are at home, but the way the Rams have been playing, I don't know. Their defense is real. They've got them two corners.
Yeah.
They're tough. Jalen
Yeah,
Ramsey, they aren't even throwing
Amari
to
Cooper's
Jalen.
going to have a tough day against Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah. Dak Prescott is, I'm just saying, Sunday night game. And this could be that game. Now, the Chargers that beat the Packers, I hope shows up for this game. And I think they will. The Vikings at the Chargers. Who are you going with?
I got to go Vikings. I don't know what has happened to the Chargers this season. I think Minnesota is probably going to keep pushing it. So
Pushing what?
just pushing the offense right now. The Chargers offense has been like mediocre at best to me this year.
But their defense is coming around. The Chargers are better at home. We have to remember, and you're going with. I'm going with the Chargers. I think the Chargers, the Vikings, Mike Zimmer would rather run the ball 50 times, and he doesn't even use 2 wide receivers or 3 wide receivers. He uses 3 tight ends. And against the Chargers, that plays into their scheme. They want you to run the ball. They need you to run the ball because Joey Bosa is a shutdown guy. So I'm going with the Chargers. Because I don't think Kirk Cousins is going to have the time to throw the ball. They're going to have to run it, and I don't think they can against the Chargers. Because they got their safeties back, and that's big. That's huge. The Chargers have been playing better. They haven't lost by a lot. A lot of their losses are coming late in games, but they're coming against teams that are able to throw the ball. The Vikings aren't able to throw. I'm going with the Chargers, man.
Yo, motherfucker, you finally seen the lie about the Chargers, motherfucker. Yeah. So, I'm going to go with you say, motherfucker. I'm going to go with the Chargers. Yeah. Damn right. Real talk.
I went with the Vikings.
Monday night game. The Colts at the Saints.
Saints.
I'm going to go with the Saints. But don't be surprised if the Colts win. But the way the Saints have been the last couple of days, weeks. Hobbit?
Yo, I'm going to go Saints. Because those Colts are garbage.
Okay, BB-8. Heather? All right. Well, that's the end of the picks. So we're done with college football, so it's all about the NFL now until December 21st, I think. So, yeah. December 21st.
I don't think there's any XFL news at all about it.
Nope, just that they're getting ready to go.
I'm actually excited for it.
I'm looking forward to it myself.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have anything they'd like to add? Bobbit? Yes or no?
No. Just ready to watch my thing here now.
All right, BB-8. So anyway, it's not your fault, man. You can. So everybody have a great night. And look, at the top of the show when I said it, I'm going to say it again. If you're having troubles, Don't be afraid. Talk to somebody. And if you're feeling down, get up and do something. And again, I'm not talking about those. You know what to do if you have clinical depression or if you have some sort of mental illness. Get your help. Stay on top of it. I get that. But please, please don't think that I'm just being a hateful person trying to fucking stir anything. Look, it is what it is. You want to hate on me? Hate on me. I'd rather you hate on me than hate on yourself because you're depressed. I can take it. I'm a big boy. But I mean no harm, no foul. Just quit being a pussy. I'm just kidding. See, that's me being a jokester there. So that being said, everybody have a great night. Stay positive. God, I feel like, never mind. So, and I mean that sincerely. Don't let things get you down. I don't get weekends off anymore. It sucks. I'm just kidding. I do, but I sometimes have to. So, everybody have a great night, and we will talk to you tomorrow night for AEW or NXT, whichever the fuck one I feel like fucking doing. I haven't decided yet. So, everybody have a great night, and we will talk to you later. Have a good one.
Have a good night.
Stay HIV positive.
Oh, that's nice.